Hi everyone! My name is Aashna. I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior at Liberty High School in Renton, Washington, and this is a day in my life as an American public high school student. After I woke up, I started my day by completing my morning routine, and then I got in my car and I drove to school, making sure to get there a little early to snag a good spot in the student parking lot. I got to school at 7:52 and class started at 8, so I was good on time, but the hallway traffic today was absolutely insane. My first class, AP English Literature and Composition, is in the basement, so I first headed down there. And today was a pretty light day in class. We learned a little bit about poetry and took notes on some poetry conventions. Once AP Lit was over, I headed back up the stairs to my next class, AP Calculus BC. We worked a little bit more on our review unit from last year, going over some topics like related rates and optimization. Then we were assigned some homework on those topics. My third period class, AP US Government and Politics, is actually in the portables, so a little bit of a longer walk. We had a group discussion on political polarization, and then we were handed back our quizzes from last period to correct and kind of go over. After that, I had lunch. So our school has 3 main food spots. We have a store run by the DECA students, a cafe run by the culinary students, and then our main cafeteria, which is where I just got this veggie burger and fries and then some stuff from the salad bar. This was my friend's lunch from the DECA store. It looked amazing. I evidently didn't today, but sometimes I go off campus for lunch because there's a lot of good drive-thrus and restaurants around us. Next, I went to my 4th period class, theater production, where today we had callbacks for our fall play, The Mad Woman of Chaillot, and as you can see in this clip, me and my friend were very, very invested in our practice for that in the choir room. Next, I actually went to choir, my 5th period class. In choir today, we held leadership team elections, and then we learned a new song called Joy. Once my performing arts classes were over, I headed over to the science wing, where we had a lab today in AP Chemistry. I'm so grateful that we get access to all this lab equipment because doing an experiment in real time is just so different and so much more enriching than just taking notes or watching a video on it. After AP Chemistry, I went to my 7th period class, AP Psychology. Class looked a little different today because we had a substitute teacher, but we were given a worksheet and a PowerPoint to help us follow that, so it was fairly easy. After school was over, I spent some time in the library trying to get as much homework done as possible before my 3:45 p.m. singing lesson, which I drove to next. I actually have a vocal competition coming up, and so I worked on kind of perfecting those songs with my singing teacher. I think it was a very helpful lesson, and I'm very proud of how I sounded. Today was not a very busy day for me in that I didn't have any meetings or any theater rehearsals after school, so I was able to maintain a pretty productive day. When I got home, I went for a walk with my dog, and then I got some homework done. I got it all done around 11-ish. Then I ended my day by getting ready for bed. So that's a day in my life. Thank you so much for watching.